It's Tuesday night. You're on the couch, half watching your phone, and you check the lottery numbers. The ticket you bought is a joke. First number, match. Second, match. By the fourth, your hands are shaking. All six. You just won $100 million. Your heart is slamming. You're already spending it in your head. The house, the cars, the never working again. But before you wake anyone up, before you tell a single soul, watch what actually happens to that 100 million. Because almost none of it will ever reach you. And what does reach you tends to disappear. Tens. POV, you just won $100 million. Let's watch it vanish. Start with the number itself. That 100 million on the billboard? You were never going to get 100 million. It's an advertisement, not an amount. Read the fine print and it's an annuity. 30 payments spread over 29 years. The lottery doesn't have 100 million for you. It has a plan to pay you 100 million slowly. Want the money now, like every winner does? That's the cash option. And it's dramatically smaller. On a 100 million jackpot, the lump sum runs a little under half. Call it 48 million. That's not theft, by the way. It's the honest price of time. The lump sum is what the lottery would have to invest today to grow into those 30 payments. The billboard just quotes the future number because the future number sells tickets. Your 1 cent in latents into your new life and $52 million is already gone. Now the taxman steps up twice. Lottery winnings are ordinary income, and $48 million puts you in the top federal bracket, 37%. The IRS doesn't even wait. 24% is withheld before the money touches your account, and the rest of the bill comes due at tax time. 37% of $48 million is $17.8 million. Gone. You're down to 30.2. Then your state reaches in. Some take nothing, some take 10% or more. Call it a typical 5%, another 2.4 million. And there it is. The $100 million billboard in your actual bank account. About $28 million. 72% of the dream. Evaporated before breakfast and nobody did anything wrong. That's just what the billboard always meant. Now, $28 million is still a fortune. You're rich. Genuinely, life-changingly rich. And that feeling, that this money is infinite, that it could never run out, that feeling is exactly how winners go broke. Because money that feels infinite gets spent like it's infinite. And 28 million is very, very finite. Watch how it goes. Week 1, the house. 4 million, back out. You've earned it. Except a $4 million house costs a fortune every single year in taxes, insurance, and upkeep. You didn't buy a house, you subscribed to one. Then the cars, the vacations, the watch, each one a rounding error against 28 million, which is exactly what makes them so easy. Then come the people. Everyone you have ever met has a business idea, a medical bill, a sure thing, and you can afford all of them, individually. You're not just rich now, you are the bank for everyone you know, and this bank approves every loan. Add a money manager you picked because he seemed nice, a restaurant investment, your cousin's app, and the burn rate settles in around 2 million a year. Feels modest. Barely a lifestyle at your level. 28 million minus 2 million a year with no income coming in. That's not wealth. That's a countdown clock, 14 years. 14 years from the couch to zero. And the spending never feels reckless on the way down. That's the trap. The pile only looks infinite from the top. Think you'd be different? Researchers studied thousands of lottery winners in Florida, comparing big winners against small ones. The big winners went bankrupt at the same rate as the small winners. Winning more money didn't prevent the crash, it just postponed it. The pile was never the problem. The problem is what people do with a pile, they eat it. Quick pause. If this is landing, hit subscribe. One money story made this clear every single week. So run the tape again. Same ticket, same 28 million. But this time, you do the one boring thing almost no winner does. You don't treat the money as a pile to spend. You treat it as an engine to own. Invested sensibly, 28 million can throw off a conservative 4% a year, so $1.12 million. Every year, forever, without ever touching the principal. That's over $90,000 a month for doing absolutely nothing. The house, the travel, the freedom, all of it fits inside the engine's output. One version of you spends the pile and hits zero in 14 years. The other lives on the engine and hands it to their grandkids. Same ticket, same money. And that's the actual difference between being rich and being wealthy. Rich is a pile. It has a bottom. Wealthy is an engine. Income you can't outlive. The winners who make it aren't the ones who won the most. They're the ones who converted the pile into an engine before the pile started shrinking. The wildest part? You don't need the ticket. Rate, time, and steady adding build the same engine. It's the exact machine we covered in our video on compounding. The jackpot just skips the queue. So if that Tuesday ever comes, sign the ticket, tell no one. Hire the boring professionals. And before you buy a single thing, decide whether you want a pile or an engine. Because the 100 million was never real, the choice is. Be honest in the comments. What's the first thing you'd buy? And do you think you'd beat the 14-year clock? Tell me below.